Okay, well, first of all, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for turning up for the pretty exciting launch of the MCR Indigenous Sports Program. John Armstrong is my name. I'm the CEO with the Illawarra Academy of Sport, and it gives me great pleasure to announce the MCR Indigenous Sports Program. To kick us off today, I'd actually like to invite Ross Chapman. Ross Chapman is the Business Development Manager for MCR. And Ross, tell me about MCR.
Yep.
Who are you and why the Illawarra?
We're a local born and bred company. We've been operating since the year 2000. We have over 400 staff now, but the Illawarra is where our home is where our heart is.
Ross, really interested in the discussions that we've had leading into the launch of this program.
Yep.
What's the attraction to this program? What's the attraction to an Indigenous sports program for MCR?
Yeah, MCR, look, we always do a lot of community work on various fronts. We've done a lot of work with the local Aboriginal community in other areas, but we do recognise that sport plays a major part with Indigenous families and Indigenous kids. There's a lot of Indigenous kids down here that have a lot of sporting talent, and this provides a pathway for those kids to follow their dreams.
And the Illawarra Academy of Sport, this is the first link that you've had with the Illawarra Academy of Sport. What do you hope to get out of that relationship?
With the Academy, we know that's been its inception in 1985, so it's been here, it's tried and tested. We can see the results that it's had. There's a lot of local kids that have gone on to kick big goals in other sporting areas, and we're hoping for similar success with the Indigenous kids.
Thank you very much. I know I can speak on behalf of the Illawarra Academy of Sport. We are so very proud to have another parochial partner to be part of this program. There is no way that the Illawarra Academy of Sport could actually run this program without the support of MCR. So this is quite a unique program. It's certainly a supportive program for the Indigenous athletes of a pretty wide area, the Wingecarribee, the Shoalhaven, and of course the broader Illawarra region.
Yep.
And we are just so thankful that you have been able to support us in being able to provide a product for these athletes.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Very good. Thank you.
Thanks.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like at this stage, if I could, to invite Paul Knight, who is both the CEO of the Illawarra Aboriginal Land Council and a board member of the Illawarra Academy of Sport. Paul.
Thanks, John. This is a great program. I'm really thankful that MCR has been able to partner with the Academy on delivering opportunity for Indigenous students and young people in their sporting pursuits for the Illawarra region. It's good as a board member to see a major focus on Indigenous athletes as they come through and developing the next lot of leaders that we may have in our community. For Aboriginal people, we're known for our sporting pursuits. However, quite often people fall off their journey in sport. And for us as a land council, we'd like to see that leadership potential that they're developed in sport take them to another level. And this program is going to help establish a platform for that to occur. And we're really excited with MCR coming to this partnership.
That's perfect. Can I just ask, Paul, as a board member of the Illawarra Academy of Sport and an obviously strong interest within a program such as this, it's embryonic. It really is being built as we launch the program. Where do you see the program going? What do you think are some of the key items that could come out of a program such as this?
I think for me and for the community, it really is about building that leadership capacity. We're not here to have young people develop some skills and then fall away. Hopefully, as a community, we can come together and nurture that so they become stronger leaders to lead the community forward. And for me, that's not only about the Indigenous community, that's the whole community. As a land council, we're really trying to take that position that Aboriginal people are here to lead the whole community. And that's part of our role with the Academy as well. We want to see that whole area of growth nurtured. And the relationship between young people in sport and realising the capacity of Indigenous athletes and where they could go further within leadership and community is one that's really exciting, and we know a lot of leaders that are in the Illawarra here today have come through the academy, and that's something we're looking forward to seeing more of.
Paul, the academy is underrepresented with the number of Indigenous athletes within the program. We've got 274 athletes within the current 2019-20 program. We've probably got a bit under 3% of those that have identified as Indigenous. A program such as this, how do you expect it to expand? What do you see in terms of the capacity to bring on more than those 18 athletes that we've currently got?
Yeah, I think for me, it's really harnessing that population, particularly in the Shoalhaven area, where the Aboriginal population's over 5%, up around the 7%. We'd really like to see that reflected in the academies programs, and also the way that develops throughout the community. In the Highlands, we have a similar sort of benchmark, not that high. The population's a lot smaller in that area, but I think reflective, again, of that community size, and developing that leadership capacity so we take in a big area. It's a significant population. Across the Illawarra and Wingecarribee alone, there's over 10,000 Aboriginal people residing in that area. To be able to, with 60% of those aged under 25, there's about 5,000 Aboriginal people that's without the Shoalhaven. To be able to harness that and really look at the growth opportunities for the community within that population is fantastic.
Well, we certainly hope that will be the case. We're very excited by the fact that we've actually able to conduct this program. So, Paul Knight, thank you very much for both your support on the board and for your support within the broader Aboriginal and Indigenous community within the Illawarra. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, just a very quick identification of what's the details of this program. What does it mean for the Illawarra Academy of Sport? Well, we recognise that the Academy of Sport could be able to provide a higher level of support. What does it mean? It means potentially accessing mentors. It means looking at those people that the athletes within this cohort, this 13 to 17 year age group, can look up to. It might mean the bringing on of mentors that are just a little bit older, that 19, 20, 21 year old. And it might even be able to look at tapping into some of those professional leagues that have some Indigenous athletes within that community and enabling them, assisting them and walking them through the journey of what it means to become a leader within the community, how they can do that with pride as an Indigenous athlete, and of course do that with pride as an Illawarra Academy of Sport athlete as well. The process will be just as important as the outcome. We've engaged the local Indigenous community and we seek that leadership from that community to determine the finer details of the program. We've only just announced the program today, but within weeks we will be going back to the athletes within the current program and asking them what they think we need to do to enable the program to be as strong and as effective as we possibly can. It is about providing support, it is about walking them through the journey, and in many ways we are very hopeful that this program could be the forerunner to a stronger, broader social development program for all athletes within the Academy of Sport. We're just so grateful to MCR for their support and being able to enable this program. So once again, a massive thank you to MCR for enabling it. I think you will see that this will be a forerunner to some better things into the future. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, just to finish the program off, invite Mason Broadhead, if you would. Mason is a basketball athlete within the program. And Mason, I might just ask you a few things, if you could step forward onto the microphone there. Just tell me a little bit about your involvement now with the Illawarra Academy of Sport, your role with the basketball program, how that fits within the broader development pathway, and just tell I guess the people here a little bit about the current basketball program that you've got running.
Yep, so I'm the basketball captain, And the IAS offers like not only just basketball skills, but lots of leadership skills and nutrition and diet. The IAS during COVID has really helped me get through this time by giving me a diet, strength and conditioning program, and making sure I'm in check to stay at my best. Also doing little Zoom calls to stay connected with our fellow basketball athletes.
We've certainly had to work pretty hard through this COVID-19 period. Some of the things that we have done is incorporate a strength and conditioning program, a home-based, own body weight exercise program. How has that helped you maintain your fitness throughout?
Yeah, this program's been great. I've noticed doing running stuff that my fitness has improved a lot, and all of my body and stuff has been holding up really well.
Excellent. And within the broader context of the Illawarra Academy of Sport, we hang our hat on some of the community work that we expect and ask of our athletes to give back to the community. This program and this project lends itself to that, I would think.
Yeah, I think this program with MCR is going to be great. With this togetherness of the IAS and bringing all the cultures together.
Look, we're very much looking forward to it. We're very proud of the program that we run. Within the Academy of Sport, we do a number of education programs and a number of webinars and a whole series of things to try to help the athletes become better within their chosen activity. What's probably one of the key things? You've been in the program now for a little bit, and what's the thing that's been of most significance to you, Mason?
I think the mental side of it, making sure that we're all staying well and not just like fit, but mentally fit during this COVID-19, because I know it's definitely a hard time not being back, not doing normal things and going to school and wiping your desk down every period. It's definitely a mental thing that's definitely helped this IAS.
And Mason, just in wrapping up, where do you want to go within your program? You're an Academy of Sport athletes. Basketball, you could be playing basketball every day of the week, I think, when the competitions are on. Where do you hope this program will take you?
Hopefully a long way. Definitely all of this basic stuff that I've been given by the IAS, and not just basic stuff, but hopefully I can get higher in my achievements, and I definitely think this IAS program has helped me a lot.
Mason, thank you very much. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, give me a round of applause. That wraps up the presentation for this evening, and if there are any questions of any of those who presented here today, please do so. So thank you very much. Appreciate your time.